So the plan is, let's test out the majority of these mods first. Let's just test out the genetic engineering stuff. Let's test out the mechanoid hacking, the AI ban, things like that. And then expand the base based on how much room we'll need for each specific mod, right? So like I said, we want a big research lab with like a wing for cloning, a wing for genetic engineering, a wing for robots. But I have no idea how big we actually want to make it right now, and our base is way too small as it is. So we'll test them all out first, see what we churn out, see what type of area we actually need to make it as efficient as possible. I might even build right the way up to the edge of the map, honestly. Like, we could go all the way over to here if we actually wanted to. We could also expand into the swamplands a little bit as well and basically just take up the entire bottom half of the map here. I think that'd be kind of interesting. I wonder if there's a mod that reduces the actual build limit, because it'd be kind of interesting to build right up to the sea edge as well, or right up to the map edge. You know, but still allow there to be room for raids to spawn and shit like that. Why is it not picking up the Rimworld audio? That's very strange. How's that? We good? No. Thanks, OBS. Hang on, let me tidy this up. There we go, that's a little better. Right, so, yeah, if I can find a mod that will let us do that, that'd be kind of interesting to build, like, half the map into this huge lab, or even move into more of the center and build out from there. And what is that? Oh, that's one of the big boulder myths, right? So we actually do want to tame this Thrombo if at all possible. Now, we do have someone with good animal stats, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see how we go, then. So, once we've done that, we might, when we've got a plan in action, want to churn out a shit ton of androids or something and just have them stone cutting all the time, right? So we've got a constant supply of... Oh, God. So we've got a constant supply of blocks available to build with. Okay, that's annoying. You're not capable of violent, are you? Or you're a brawler. Okay, that's generally worse. Right. Okay, then. You, my friend, run for your goddamn life before that wolf catches you. Where is it? Is it going to go through the kill box now? Well, that's fun. Alchemia, do me a favour. Run around here. Granny Grimble, do me a favour. Squad up, run around here. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Right, get ready to kill this goddamn wolf. Wolf hunting Granny Grimble. Is it the same wolf? It is the same wolf. That's good. That's very convenient, seeing as we're already after that one. There we go. Tim Wolf Revenge, problem solved. Alright. Climate control is finished, so that was one of the bigger things that you guys have been bugging me to sort out for ages. Rather than having multiple heaters, we just have one central climate unit and build out from there. Now, I would like to rip up all these bamboo floors, because I think they look kind of ugly. Despite the fact they give a beauty bonus, they don't really make the base look very aesthetic, do they? They're quite, you know, sore on the eye, so I might change that around a little bit. We do have plenty of steel, thanks to my boy Donitz basically working on the deep mine all day. We should probably add up a second, or set up a second deep mine, I should say, with the same sort of bill. What was it, like 2,000 steel I wanted from that? Yeah, so go ahead and copy that one over. Just to be able to constantly have components. Plus, it also means rather than working in the quarry, or rather than pissing around, you know, hauling or things like that, I'd rather than be on this, you know, drilling away. So, who actually has good mining skills? Nick, but you're also a researcher, so you're actually off of that. I'm going to go ahead and go to the researchers. I'm actually going to disable them doing everything, unless it's Donitz, because Donitz is pretty decent. So you guys aren't allowed to do anything unless it is just research, because honestly, if they're not researching, that's a good cue for me to set up some more research, right? So hunting is fine, because that would be only very urgent. I actually sent them to do that. Same with plant cutting, although, no, maybe not. We will get rid of that. Plant cutting, that will only be in urgent situations, like when we're completely out of wood, that I will designate that. Research, also fine. In fact, I will put that below research, so you are only a researcher. Same with Dave the scientist. I think, Dave, if we can set you to only be a scientist as well, that would definitely help things out a little bit. Just so I can, you know, more easily manage the work crew, which is a constant drain on my life. What else we got then? So we got Donitz. So who's a good miner? We could set Igor, Generation 1 Throog, is actually up to 12 mining already. So you know what? Welcome aboard. You are going to get a drill all to yourself, my friend, because honestly, I feel like you deserve it. You are for Igor. After that, we probably want to get some plasteel or something, but we'll wait until they fulfilled this one first. So, what do we want to do? So we probably don't want that much plasteel, I'd say. Like 500? I think that's more than enough. The music is very loud. You know what? I kind of like it. Let's leave it. As long as it doesn't, you know, completely drown me out, it's not a big deal. We'll pause that at... We'll say it's satisfied at 50. And then we'll say drop on the floor again. And then we'll go ahead and set that to only be Igor. And then we'll copy that over for Donitz as well. Now, what we want to do in the very, very late game, when we've got all the resources set up properly, is also have the mine exclusively just like gold or silver or something like that. We don't want to increase our wealth too much. I found that problem obviously killed our colony last time I did that. We had the mining titanium constantly, set the colony's wealth to ridiculously high levels, and then we had the biggest insect swarm I've ever seen completely destroy the base. So we need to be very careful with that. Honestly, nothing else I'm particularly interested in. Funnily enough, one of the things I am interested in is the granite chunks, which we can use to build more walls out of, but maybe build them out of steel might be a bit more durable. What are steel walls like? 730. Oh, man. 730. Did I seriously just say it? 350 versus 595. So actually building out of granite is much, much better. We might even want to have like a completely titanium base. That would be very, very cool. But that's really late game stuff there. Now, these sound like they'd be very, very cool for the actual lab area itself, right? Blast doors. Allow for production of blast doors absorbing pressurized... Wait. Blast absorbing pressurized blast doors. I was going to say, they're absorbing blast doors? Hang on a minute. Right, so we will go for this, because that sounds very, very cool. We could also go for, like, the atomic assembly, the very endgame glitter tech stuff, but there's so much to see right now. This one also allows us to build blast doors, but much smaller ones. I think these are two size, or two block wide ones, where the other one's already single block. Got windows there, not too relevant. Dynamic electromagnetics allow us to build these much, much larger, I think they're called xenon batteries, which are much more efficient, but also store a lot more power. Might be a bad plan. I really want to get into the bees side of things. I remember back in very, very early Minecraft, what was it, like 2011, 2012, when there were a lot of bee mods for that. One of my friends was absolutely obsessed with it, and I'm hoping it's sort of a similar system to that. We can, you know, grow a very slow amount of infinite resources with bees. I mean, that would be kind of cool, right? It's the thing the series needs, an influx of bees. So we should also go for the linkables mod, seeing as I've been planning most of our workshop around that, so get that finished as well. And I'm quite just to stack up a fair amount of research here. So we've already got the Bionics dealt with too. Brain scanning is for cloning living people. Precision turrets also wouldn't hurt, but that's for later on. Sex reassignment, body modification. So these things are actually for the plasteel surgery mod, which allows you to change the way colonists look. Not a big deal, actually. Some of the mechanoid stuff would be interesting as well, but I'm not actually sure which are the best ones for that. So I think when we actually get to doing the whole mechanoid thing, we'll go through it one at a time and see what each one offers us, rather than me just bulking up a load of research here. We've got tissue printer. Simple surrogate organs become possible with synthetic organs. Shit, we should probably get that as well. Reconditioning pod, very, very useful. Allows us to change the traits of people. But now we do know that we have to upkeep that a little bit, so we'll need to go and visit the pod every couple of days to make sure they're still okay. But that's fine by me. Nerve stapling. Oh man, look at those rib replacements I missed. Crude bionics, nerve stapling, integrated weaponry. So we can actually put blades, bludgeons, and ranged weapon platforms in their arms. That sounds cool. I'm up for that. Putting guns in our colonists. So I like the idea of making some biotic colonists, like genetic colonists versus robotic colonists. And maybe we could have like a little inter-colony, I don't know, rivalry going on between the machine people and the evolved people. That'd be kind of interesting. Right. What's Granite Grimble up to? Because Granite Grimble, you're the one really holding this colony together, making 25 components. I don't know why you're all the way out there, though, pal. Gonna be honest with you. Alright, so the components are absolutely what we need right now. That's sort of the essential aspect to what's going on. We just tamed a sheep, which is always good to see. How are animals doing? So we have many, many devil sheep there. We have the Chthonian lava as well, who's friends with Alchemia. This is good. Honestly, I think we've got quite a nice little base going on. They're all doing their relevant jobs. What's Donitz up to? Donitz and Throog. Those old school friends, you know, the two last survivors of the previous colony, helping each other out, working in the mine there together. We've got meteorite. What does that look? Oh, slate. Great. Oh wow, slate. That's incredible. That's going to save us. So we've almost finished with the plasteel, actually. A little bit of gold probably wouldn't hurt as well, because I know those are used in the advanced components, aren't they? So we get like 150 gold. We don't want too much of that. We'll pause it at 25 remaining. We'll drop it on the floor, and this one is for Donitz. And then we go ahead and copy that over to Igor as well. Now, I wonder if these things are affected by the workbench. I assume they're not, because that'd be kind of broken, right? I remember back in a very, very early version of this mod, I think I've told this one before, but back in a very, very early version of this mod, they also used to come with something called a refinery. This was back in, like, beta 11. They used to also come with something called a refinery, which you could build them and they would increase the work speed by another 10%, which you can imagine during the endgame was really, really broken. Alright, well, this is looking out nice. Where the hell is my cleaning bot? Because honestly, this place is a shit sty. Look at how much mud there is everywhere. We must have missed no, I do have doormats everywhere. They're just not... Oh, hang on. That'll be why. Look at that. What an idiot. So we have a single on... My god, what a fool. Right, okay. There we go. That explains why there's so much mud everywhere. Right, problem solved, eh? So they were walking over the map immediately into more mud. So that should solve that problem, I think. Let's just make sure that's not the same with all the outside doors. No, I think we're good at this point. Right. Fishing tragedy. Galileo was bitten by an ugly, aggressive fish, or perhaps was an eel. Doesn't matter. They need medical attention. They really don't, honestly. The sarcophagus we want to build a tomb with. The tombs are apparently very good, and that's what we had at the end of last series as well. I really like those because those really increase the opinion bonus of actually visiting a grave, right? So that's something we should definitely do. I'm going to forbid the quarry, because honestly, they should be working on the mines instead. An artist troupe. We should move the trading zone into the kill box. Mainly because that way we can actually trade with them more conveniently. Oh shit, we finished the man gun as well. That's pretty intimidating, eh? Now, you can get a manned rocket sort of artillery one as well. Now, mortars probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I've kind of queued up too much research now to make it worthwhile, haven't I? More mortar? Mortar. They are 2,000. I almost want to get those out of the way first, you know. Let's get some mortars set up, shall we? Mainly because, again, if you guys were right about the whole ships being damaged enough, then the mechanoids actually go for the base, then that's definitely something we want to set up now. What else was I getting? Advanced mechanite. Active mechanites from hostile mechanoids and mixing with the genes of other creatures. Oh god, right, there's the rocket complex I was talking about, so we might as well get that as well. What was I after? I just kind of wanted the organs and things for now. Scientist cabinet, that's it. Want to get those mods done first, to be honest with you. Just because they'll increase the work speed in the long term, so that's definitely something for the earlier game, I think. The lab's looking a bit sparse right now, but that's only because Donitz, our main sort of builder, is spending more time actually, you know, grinding out the whole mill type of thing. Oh, they're here. Hello. How's it going, team? Donitz, do you want to go trade with them and see what they've actually got here? Where are they? Oh, I actually wanted to trade with you guys. I can't see anybody to trade with, though. Were they just passing by? Were they just a passing by troop rather than a trade troop? I guess they were. They've gone separate directions as well. Weird. Okay, never mind then. Cargo pods, what have we got? We have... Sorry. Arapimers? Sure, why not? Yeah, the artist troop was kind of irrelevant, eh? Good. The wall's looking nice, though. I do think that's one thing we got going for us, which is nice. We should probably still try and finish it off as and when we can. So this bit's all... Oh my god, they're actually building that up now. Right, I thought that all needed being done, but if I zoom in, I can actually see that they've placed the blocks. It's just waiting to be built. Same with over here. We're really waiting on Donitz. We need another good constructor, don't we? Dobson, it's all down to Grantley Grimble. Oh, who's also the crafter. That's a little bit inconvenient. We don't really have anyone else building besides Dobson. Dobson, I want you to be #1 builder then. Chode Smirtley could build. 5 out of 20 is not great. Dave is a scientist. You know what, Chode Smirtley, you can also build. It's just walls, right? Who cares if they waste a few granite here and there? Oh, sweet, that's good. We're done. We're done in the mine. So Donitz is now going to probably go and start building things, right? Oh no, he's researching. That explains a lot. Okay then. Donitz, researching comes after the construction's finished. I think that's probably a little bit more valuable. There we go. Right, go get the walls finished, go get the lab finished, and then we can start testing these things out, seeing how much space we'll need. Oh man, look at these. These are cool. Steel blaster. This is exactly the type of thing we want for the lab, right? Especially to defend the whole nuclear reactor. That'd be kind of cool. Let's get Donitz building this immediately then. Now, they are very, very expensive. 300 steel, 10 components is huge, but look at that. That really, really suits the aesthetic of the base. I like that. So, I kind of wanted to wire this in a bit more neatly because it's got this big cable running down it. I mean, we could run it through this and it would be a little bit more invisible, I guess. And they've actually finished wiring in the rest of this stuff now. We could build ourselves an AI. It wouldn't hurt, right? Sure, let's do it. Let's start it. Output block production... Wait, output... Oh, shit, hang on. Well, that would suck if that was the case. We'll have to reinstall that. No, that probably won't help either, will it? Could reinstall it there. I mean, that's fine. Right, go ahead and do that then. Let's try and make ourselves an AI. How about that? Start. Output blocked. Production can't start. What do you mean? Blocked by what? Output blocked. Oh, right, by the boardwalk, maybe. Ah, that could be a problem. Deconstruct it? I never considered that. How about now? Output blocked. What do you mean output blocked? What the hell does it output to? Okay. Sure. So it wasn't the boardwalk, at least we know that much. Oh, unless it's blocked by the steel now. That could be the case. Get this hauled, Donitz, or at least pick it up. Right, let's try it. Go. Output blocked. I guess not then. I have no idea. We could always try reinstalling it somewhere a little bit different, like actually outside just to see if that makes any difference. Could be many different problems going on right now. Yeah, so now it's not blocked. It must be an issue with the boardwalks. That's a little bit of a shame. I don't particularly want to keep it outside though. This over here is not water though, is it? None of this here. So what I'm going to do then, let's create an actual area where we can put the AI sort of cloning area or building area down. So if we go deconstruct, what is it, like a, yeah, it's a 2x4 radius, isn't it? Radius. It's a 2x4 area. We'll do it like that. We'll reinstall it with, oh man, I'll even do a slightly bigger gap for it as well, so it's not completely upset with me. This we've got so much water to deal with. Shit, I might have to expand the lab. Let's make the lab a little bit bigger, eh? We'll do it somewhat more like that. It's not going to look great, but if it allows us to clone, I'm all for it. Right, let's do that instead then. Can we reinstall the blast door? We can, thank God for that. I didn't just completely waste a shit ton of steel then. It's nice to hear. We could go ahead and remove this wall as well. Now, we might need some more structural supports, though. That's the only issue that I've got with this. Put like one... we can put one there and there. That might be able to hold it up, I guess. Let's wait and see. An Arctic lion is hunting eagle for food. I was going to call it, say, for Throog then, but that's not quite right, is it? Run, run, run. For the love of God, run, Igor. Oh, God. She should be fine. She should be fine. I believe in the Throog. Do you believe in the Throog? We all believe in the Throog. Glory be. Please, for the love of God. Oh, God. She's getting out in the swamp. Oh, thank God for that. I was a little bit worried then for a second. Well, these things' pelts are worth a fortune, so that worked out pretty well, eh? Bring the spoils of your adventure home. She's a clone. I never saw that. Whole body clone. Maybe we can't clone her again. She only got a couple of scratches on her arm and her hand, so she's absolutely fine. Right. Really, all the construction's done now. Fair enough. Can't complain with that too much, eh? Carry on building this wall, then. I mean, if we can't get to it to build it, they can't get to it to come around it, or to sap through it, so it doesn't matter too much. So these are 3 blocks thick, so we're now completely defended. The only place they could potentially dig through is this wall here, which, again, I don't mind. I could bolt this wall up. That's not a problem, by all means. Yeah, that's pretty decent, though. Right, we're completely defended. Once we get those mortars set, which should be the next bit of research done, right? Oh, God. None of this is roofed? Oh, God. Well, that was horrible. I don't know what I expected, I'll be honest with you. Okay, then. Fair enough. Darn it. Extinguish the fire, please, for the love of God. Ignore. Yeah, we don't really want to see him wander over. Okay. Galileo, Chode Smirtley, quite largely, Igor, Donitz, and Nick all have muscle parasites. My God, this is one of the diseases that I hate in Rimworld because there's no cure to it. You just have to get lucky with each with each operation, unfortunately. Can we get you prioritizing building the roof? No, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. Everybody get a good night's sleep and then we'll build the roof on the lab then. Let's get this wall... Oh, shit. Did they deconstruct the conduit and not the wall? Because sworn I told them to take that entire wall out. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. Got a little bit more room to expand as well now, so I should have probably done this in the first place. And again, I might even cannibalize this area to turn this into a lab as well later on, because it's already got the sort of futuristic-looking geothermal generator there. Now, we should also make better use of the space inside the actual living area as well. Maybe put some more, I don't know, some joy objects down. That probably wouldn't hurt. Let's go recreation. What have we got? So we've got like a billiards table we need cloth for, which we can get, so it's not a big deal. So we'll put that there. What else have we got? Like a dartboard? Who doesn't love darts? There we go. We'll put that there as well. They'll have some light so they can see where they're thrown. That way they can't blame it on the light, as some people have that I've played with in the past. All right, there we go. Problem solved. What have we got? Furniture. There's not really anything else worth putting down, is there? Oh, wait. Can we put down like a Arctic lion pelt? What do we need for these? Huge bear pelt, wolf pelt. I wonder how we get these. I've actually never seen them before. Like, I've genuinely never seen them before. Weird. Old style furniture. What do you have? Like wine racks? I want to make the base look more like a base. Because right now it's a little bit shitty, right? It doesn't look particularly nice at all, I'd say. We need more cloth. That's what we need. We need plenty of cloth. I could replace some of, like, I don't know, the bamboo. Seeing as we're getting rid of a lot of the bamboo anyway, because it's sort of run its course. Bamboo's good for the early game, not so much now. Cloth. Do we not have Devil Strand still? Am I that much of a fool? D is for... Didiot. Yeah, I'm a Didiot because I didn't grow any Devil Strand. God damn it. Okay, fine. We'll come back to that later on. Somebody make a mental note of that. First things first, we need to get this place... Oh my god, and one of the plague... Oh no, our Ibex dough that I didn't even realise we had has the plague. What a shame. Now, we have blocked that door, so it should probably go ahead and reinstall a new exit door there. You know what? Blast doors actually wouldn't go amiss there, would they? Oh man, we could build even bigger ones. Those are cool. That would be really, really good on the sort of this front area, right? And we just hold it open. Or something like that. Or maybe on the outside wall for their sort of escape door. That wouldn't hurt either. I'm not going to, because it costs 520 steel and 14 components. That'd be for the end game, I'd say. We could go with like a steel auto door or something on the outside area, though. Or maybe even just about everywhere else inside the base. We go for a little bit of a base upgrade episode, along with, you know, sorting out the lab. Probably not a bad idea. As much as I hate to say it, I feel like I might have to reinvest into something along the lines of arcade cabinets or television or something, because they're all, like, thoroughly bored in the base. Like, they've got a little bit of recreation, but genuinely not enough. So, let's give something back to the colonists. You know what? These guys have built the colony. They deserve some time off, damn it. Everybody gets a holiday, by which I mean, a shitty TV in their room, I guess, because I can't really give them much else. That's really just it, right? Arcades and... Arcades and tube television. Classic. Now, unfortunately, they did immediately try and move into here to do their research, which is fine, because the research would happen faster, but it's not obviously not finished yet. So, the sooner we can get this done, the quicker the research can actually carry on. Now, they will also need some chairs as well, won't they? So, let's start moving all this stuff out of here into a dedicated research area for them. Now, the only downside to having it so far away from their bedrooms is obviously it's going to take them longer to get there. If you want food, it's going to take them longer to get to the kitchen, that type of thing. So, it will help out with research, though. You know, it will definitely help out in the long run. I need some heaters in here, because I need to actually look up and find out how this climate control works, because a lot of different shit it adds. So I'm going to go watch a tutorial or read on the Steam Workshop or something actually how this functions, because I don't want to set it up wrong or anything like that. I just want to, you know, go for the standard, safe play, couple of heaters hooked up to your nuclear reactor, the classic home heating solution for all of your heating needs. A fission reactor. Or I assume fusion reactor, seeing as we're not fueling it, right? Let's get those set up. Right, and is this room actually going to heat up at all? Or is it still way too large for this many heaters? Very slowly. I suppose the third one definitely wouldn't go amiss. Put another one there as well. Now, unfortunately, these muscle parasites have killed this video's expansion potential. I was kind of hoping we get a lot done this time around, but unfortunately, not the case at all. It's taken a lot longer because of the whole muscle parasites thing, which is a little bit of a shame. I have built this sort of non-boardwalked area up here as well to enable us to, you know, place buildings that actually have an output, like the AI thing, for example, so that we don't have to worry about that being blocked and it being incompatible with the floor that we've got set up of all things, which I wasn't really expecting. Right, let's get rid of all these cables as well, because they're really goddamn ugly, running straight through the middle of the base. Right. Okay, so that we do have cables going around the outside wall, so it's not like we're going to cut off the power here, right? That's pretty good. A couple of plasteel chairs might make this place look a bit more labby, a little less crappy there. 10 degrees. Man, we still might need a couple more heaters, eh? Put us down these goddamn sheep walking in and out and in and out. They don't need to be in the lab. Why is the animal area in the lab? Right, we need to clear area 1. We need to tie this up a little bit. So no animals in the lab, thank you. No animals in the sea either. That's not a good place for animals to be. We'll go ahead and remove that. They don't need to be in the workshop either. Let's try and reduce the amount of work our cleaning bots have to do, because this is what's causing it. Having these goddamn animals running around everywhere, causing a ruckus. They don't need to be in the prison. They definitely don't need to be outside the kill box. We'll just sort of limit them to the farm, this nice, warm, indoor farm with all the food they could ever need. You know, they can take a walk by the river, go in the snow. They can make a mess of the main base, so I might even just forbid them from the main base as well. Fuck it. Keep them outside. There we go. You're outside animals now. You've lost inside privileges because you keep making a mess. Poor Dongo's got so much work to do. Right, there we go. Okay, that should be a little bit better, right? So let's get a couple more of these cabinets set up as well. Where are they? So here we go. The improved cabinet. Again, giving a little bit more of a work speed boost there. Oh my god, are we going to be able to fit them all in? Ah, shit. No, it's the simple answer. Oh my god, I thought it was a raid then. It's just a fabric trader. Right, so we'll put that one there. And then we've also got the mechanic cabinet too. Oh, that one can't quite reach all of them either. Shit. That's fine, I guess. It's only stone cutting, although I would prefer stone cutting. Stone cutting is more relevant than fabric making, right? How frequently do we need more clothes compared to how often do we need stone, right? So that's probably a much better idea. Donitz, come and get these things finished. That way it'll speed up everybody's job, not just your own. There we go. Dobson's on it. Thank you, Dobson. I appreciate it. Dobson, going to finish the whole thing off. Thank you. So let's take a look. This one is 10% extra speed. This one's 15%. This one's 5%. So overall, we're getting an extra, what is that, 20% speed? Oh, 30% speed, because this one's 20 plus another 10 there. That's pretty decent. So now if we say, like, Donitz, I want you to refine at the smelter, he should do that incredibly fast, right? Because not only has he got his skin suit, but he's also got, you know, his leg that makes him move faster and crap like that. So he's going to get his work done in no time there. Sweet. That's going to free up a lot of space in the area as well. Fabric trader, right, what do you guys have for me? Let's go and take a look at what they've got here. Trade with Lee. Hello, Lee. We're talking fucking Lee. I had a friend called Lee. He cast a spell on me. Let's sell him some light leather. Let's sell him some camel hair and mega sloth. I don't think we want any of this stuff, right? Plain leather. We'll keep the expensive good stuff, right? So the sauropod, we'll keep the Arctic lion, we'll sell the fox fur, basically anything we don't want. I'm trying to build up a nice little nest egg here of silver, just in case we get like a trader that sells the infinite power cells, or the, what is it, Arachmatech or something like that. I've only seen them a couple of times in game, so I don't actually remember what they're called. Those guys would have a lot. Oh shit, we could sell all 600 and still have plenty left over. I'm going to keep them though, just because we don't have much better. Formless boomalope shift skin. I don't know what that means. That sounds horrifying, so I'm not interested. We've got plenty of herbal medicine. We could do with regular medicine. These guys don't sell any, though. Ugh. fine. We'll keep the fox fur then. We'll basically keep whatever we can so that we're not, you know, obviously giving shit away for free. We'll give you like 50 of those. We give them a little bit more, like 72. No, slightly out. There we go. 70. Boom. Thank you. Right, so that's a little bit more silver to add to the mix. Now, when we see a trade chip come over now, we've actually got enough to buy a couple of maybe even prosthetics as well if we're lucky. I'm thinking we want to use up these crafting neurotrainer mechs as well. Mainly because, not only will it give us a backup crafter, so somebody else who can also craft some components here, but it'll also reduce the wealth of the colony, because it's converting, you know, actual wealth into skills there. So, who is okay at crafting, maybe a passion in it, is not a bad idea. But somebody who has potentially not much else to do. Dobson has already proven himself being a good constructor, same with Grantley Grimble. Galileo, what are you good for? Nothing, like actually nothing whatsoever. You're like really bad. Generation 1 Igor could also fit the bill. Have her just mining and constructing? Sure, why not? Here you go. Use. So that's taking her up to level 1 to level 5, and then should take her up to what, like level 8? Yeah, there we go. Sweet, perfect. Now level 8 isn't huge, but she can at least, I think she can at least make components with that, can't she? So make component, let's find it here. We need crafting level 8. Yeah, perfect. So she can at least make components if she can't do anything else there, which is better than nothing. Obviously, we could set a build specifically for her to just churn out. We could say do forever, but I don't particularly want to do that, right? We just have her churn out components manually, maybe an extra, like, 15 components, specifically for Igor, just to help build up her skill more than anything else, but we're always going to need components, aren't we? And we'll pause that when we've only got, like, 5 components left. That way, Igor's always got a backup job to do. So, plus it will obviously get her better over time, which is what I'm interested in. Right. As with Bionics, what do we need for the Bionic leg? Because I feel like that's something else we should be working on here. Trying to fix up. This is very, very much a fixing up episode, right? We haven't actually got round to testing out much of this out yet. But we've done a lot of essential stuff. You know, doors, heating, redoing the lab a little bit there. So what do we need for the Bionic leg? For the Bionic leg, we need 1 simple prosthetic leg, 35 plasteel, 5 component. We have, I think, everything we need for all of that, right? So we need a simple prosthetic leg first. So we go to simple prosthetic bench, we build craft simple leg. Craft simple leg. We get, I don't know, Donitz to do it. It's his leg, so he can do it the fastest as well, because he's got the highest work speed. Boom. And then he can do this as well. Hey, look at that. There we go. Free leg for Donitz. Now, hopefully they don't fuck up the surgery, because this is going to be quite important for him. Can he also upgrade it? Oh my god, he can. So the upgrade, what did that require again? Upgrade Bionic leg requires 1 Bionic leg, 5 advanced components. Kind of expensive, but definitely what we need there. So he's going to go pretty damn quick now. Hey, there it is. Boom, advanced Bionic leg. Alright, that gives him 35% moving speed on top of a regular leg, and he doesn't have a leg there, so this is going to give him 135% extra moving speed. Let's go for... Wait, we have an AI persona core? Do we really? Can't say I've even noticed. Install Bionic left leg. Yeah, boom, let's do that. Why's it got a plus by it? Any idea? There are no medical beds available. Do we actually need a medical bed for that? Right. I didn't realise. Donitz, rest until healed. Right, Quell actually is going to be the Bionic surgeon. Prioritise operating. Hey, we're good. Right. There we go. I assume that's what that plus meant, is we actually needed one. Oh, God. Oh, no way. Genuinely? Manhunting Tyrannosaurus Rexes? Okay, it's just 1, thank fuck. Oh, my God. Especially as Donitz, our prime murderer, is out of the mix right now. Oh, God. This is going to be a massacre. This is going to be a massacre. Why is this going to be a massacre? Let's see how many of you smart people can work this out. That's right. This. Orbital Factory is good. They sell advanced components. So if we want to make any more, like... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Right, we probably want to stand down so that we don't accidentally shoot some of the traders and piss them off. Yeah, that's what I've thought. Careful, get out there. That was the T-Rex's fault more than ours. Let's just leave them to it, shall we? Let's just wait and see what happens here. Hopefully one of their Muffalo dies and we can loot it. This is an utter state. We'll put it on speed 2. They got it, though, to be fair. To their credit, they got it. Wow. Okay, those things are quite hardy then, eh? Can we put the fire out on it? No. What we want to do, Nick, finish it off, put it in the freezer, and then forbid it so that we've got T-Rex genes. Somebody finish it off, for Christ's sake. Thank you, Nick. Right, haul that, get it out of the way. What is that thing as well? Minmi? Wild creature? There's another dinosaur gene, I guess. Yeah, enjoy your meal, Nick, in the kill box of all places. Right, prioritize hauling that, and then I'll forbid it. Now, I've got to remember that whenever I press the home button to allow all on the map, to also remember to re-forbid the T-Rex, otherwise we are going to end up just having a T-Rex meal rather than a T-Rex genetic clone, right? You know what, I think today has been pretty damn successful. We've got the lab set up nicely, a little bit of an expansion there. We've got the building finished, we've got some jobs sorted out. Donitz is back to, watch this, ready? Donitz, oh boy. Oh my god, he didn't actually finish it. Well, Donitz is ready to become fully back to, well, more than operational. I was going to say fully healed, but it's going to be way more than that, isn't it? Right, well, that's pretty awesome, I think. Thank you all for watching. This has been, like I said, a really great episode for the series. I hope you're all enjoying it as well. And I'm going to shout out to my insane top tier level patrons for making the series possible. Big Dick Timmy, Zachary Harris, Arik, Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Sidini, Paul, Necrophil, Croesus, I'm the Lizard King, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Michael Mullen, Tyler Birch, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Palvis Presley, Logan Thorne, Conspired T, Orcs Wolf, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazzy7011, and Jackson Wibbon. Thank you for your support on Patreon. Thank you for making this possible. Big round of applause to those guys. If you're still watching this far, if you're in the comments, give a shout out to all the patrons for making this free entertainment available to you, for making it possible for me to do it, and for making it enjoyable too, because this was what they voted on, so, you know, props to them. And of course, big shout out to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Brendan Montoniak, Euphrates, Facundo Vasquez, Paul Master, Quasar Fox, Jack Allen, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Johan De Vries, Don Conning 217, Zach McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Nick, Acero, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, and Igor Kozak for the support on Patreon as well. Thank you all for that. You've saved the series. You are saviours, and you will not be forgotten.